If you're a young person and you think you're ready for business, you are really not ready for business. Before you start a business, do this first so you understand this very well. What I usually do is I go to ChatGPT and I ask ChatGPT exactly this. This is the business I want to venture into, and I would like to know the value ladder of it, or the value chain. So what the value ladder means is it shows you how much money you can make per level in that business. So what you want to know now is, how can I make 2 million naira from this business in a year? Just know it, right? So you prompt it, you say, hey ChatGPT, I would like to know the value ladder of this particular business, be it real estate, e-com, whatever. You type it in and tell it to give you the value ladder for it. It will outline every single thing you can do. The value ladder could start from 5,000 naira. That's how you can make 5,000 naira from this business, how you can make 10,000 naira from this business, how you can make 50,000 naira, 1 million, 3 million from this business. So you need to understand this. Once it shows you that, it will show you what you need to do to scale to the next level. So when you're not making certain amounts, that amount that you saw your friend make, maybe you saw your friend make 3 million naira from this business and you now ventured into it. Now you understand, oh, this is the way he made 3 million naira. He was able to run more ads. He was able to leverage on existing customers. He was able to optimize his funnels and all. So you don't think that, oh, once you move into this business, all you just need to do this, and you make money. Before you venture into any business, understand it, understand the niche. If you don't understand it, you're not ready for business. The second thing that shows you are not ready for business is you don't understand the entrepreneur cycle. What's the entrepreneur cycle? It starts with the uninformed optimism. You hear about a business, you saw your friend cash out, and then you're excited, but you're uninformed about how he did that. From uninformed optimism, you go to informed pessimism. So pessimism is, oh, you now understand that there's a lot of work in this thing. That's informed pessimism. The third stage is value of despair. Value of despair is now the deep of the deep. Everything is not working at all. You're putting in the work, you're putting the energy, but you're not seeing any results. After that value of despair, the next one is what I call the chicken out. That's when you leave the business. So in the value of despair, you spend 3 months, 6 months into the business and you've not seen any results, and then you leave. The next one is now informed optimism. You're now informed. You now understand that, oh, the reason I was not making sales, the reason I was not getting results that time is because I did not run ads properly. I did not do this. I did not do that. Now you have a clear understanding of how you can succeed in that business. Then after the informed optimism is now the success. Right? So if you don't understand that when you start a business, or when you get a business idea, you'll be so excited. Of course, you'll be excited, but you need to understand that you're in the uninformed optimism stage. And from there, it only gets worse. So it gets worse, then now comes up. So you need to understand the entrepreneur cycle. If you don't understand it, it means you're not ready for business. Why? Because when you're in the valley of despair, you will definitely chicken out. You won't understand that this is just a stage. This is just a season. All I need to do is stick to the plan. The plan was to make success in this business. I will stick to the plan. That's all you need to do. If you don't understand the entrepreneur cycle, you are not ready for business. The third thing that shows that you are not ready for business is you are starting a business to get free time. So you're leaving your 9-to-5 business, or you don't want to do a 9-to-5 business so that you have free time. That's why you started learning a skill. That's why you ventured into this business, so that you can get free time. That's a lie. Because the first 2 years of your business, you're not getting that freedom. It's on your mind 24/7. If you're leaving your 9-to-5 business or your 9-to-5 job, understand that you're leaving your 9-to-5 to go to 24/7. Because your business is always on your mind, and that's the truth. So this slowed me down because I had the picture of success in this business I started. And so I was trying to act like those who were already in their level 10. Level 10 people, in the top performers in my industry that time, where when you hear them speak, you hear them say things like, oh, I don't reply my messages like that, and I don't reply my messages. I get a lot of messages in a day, but I don't reply them. You don't need to run too much ads again. So I was thinking that, oh, for them to making so much money, this is what they are doing. That means this is what I'm supposed to be doing now. No, that's a mistake you make. You need to understand that there are levels to this thing. When you're starting out, you need to invest as much time, energy, attention, and money as possible in your business. With time, it scales. You now start detaching some things from it. You don't need to spend as much energy. You don't need to spend as much time. So understand that when you're looking for free time, you're not going to get it. Just zero in your mind that for the first 2 years of your business, it's work, because you're in the building phase. So those people you see already excelling and whatever, ask them what they did when they started, not what they are doing now. What they are doing now, they might be spending a whole lot of money to save a whole lot of time. So So when they say they are not replying their messages, it either means they've hired a PA, or they've hired a virtual assistant, or they've implemented full automation. It doesn't mean they are not literally replying messages. So me, I now thought, oh, when I was not getting a lot of messages, I was not thinking, they don't reply messages, that means I'm not supposed to reply messages, that I just reply the one I can reply and, get my free time back. No. When you start, you have to put in as much work as possible. Hours go in, sweat goes in, even money goes in. All right. So if you think that if you want to start a business so that you can get free time, quit it. It's not going to work for you. The last thing that shows me that you are not ready for business is you don't know how to sell. You want to start a business and you don't know how to sell. Starting a business could come in two different ways. There's the production and then there's the marketing. Production is mainly the coding and everything. That's building the product, furnishing it, designing. That one is the production part of a business, which I'm sure most of you are not here for. You want to start a business that just starts making money. Building a product or a system that helps scale your business takes years. You never fully build it out. It doesn't take years per se, but it takes a certain amount of time, like a whole lot of time. And it's not something you can just do on your own. Most of the time, building a product requires more brain work, more hands, and more time, like a lot of time. If you're building a product, zero in your mind that at least for the next 2-3 years, it's just about perfecting that product. Because you get a lot of customer feedback, a lot of customer reviews. People want this implemented, people want this added. So you're not going to start seeing full success till like 3-4 years. And even if you're focusing on that, you still need to learn how to sell it, how to market it. A good product is not necessarily good. The best products are not necessarily the best products. They are the best known products. So if you want to start a business, be it skill, products, whatever, learn how to sell. Watch videos, watch Alex Hormozi videos, watch my videos, watch Iman Gadzhi. These are people that teach how to sell. Watch Brian Tracy videos, Dan Locke. How to sell, how to persuade people to get what you're offering them. Now, a lot of work, that's a different process on its own. All right. I'll just give you a quick crash course. If you want to learn how to sell, first thing you need to do is know the problem you want to solve. Because what is selling per se? Just solving someone's problem and charging them for it. Simple. So you have to know the problem you want to solve. When you find this problem, profile a solution. You don't find solutions, you find problems. You don't create problems. They are there already. So you find this problem, identify who is having this problem, identify who's experiencing this problem. You need to identify who's experiencing this problem. All right. Profile a solution, package it, and give it to them and sell it to them. So once you've done this simple process, other processes like closing, lead generation, nurturing, all those things come under. You need to learn how to handle objection and all those things. These are things you can learn. All right. But if you want to start a business, you need to learn how to sell. If you want to be ready for business, make sure you understand these things and implement them very well. Then and only then can you start a business that would last long, not a 3 months business or a 4 months business. Okay. Now I've gotten a lot of DMs and comments from most of you asking me what's the best skill to learn, what's the best business to start and all. I recorded a 30-minute video where I explained the best skill to start with this year, how you can start. I even made a live demo session showing you how you can make your first 6 figures from it. I also made an opportunity available for those of you that want to work closer with me. You can take it. You should take it. I advise you take it. All right. So I'll link the video in the description of this one. Once you're done with this video, make sure to watch that video and take the appropriate actions in that video. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you would like to know when I upload next, hit the subscribe button. Share this video to just 3 of your friends. No more, no less. 3 of your friends that you want to grow with you. And as always, where you are right now is not your final destination. I shall see you at the top. For now, lock in and represent.